A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with the another topic of chapter reproduction in organisms. So, first we revise our previous class content, then we proceed to the today's topic, that is the asexual reproduction in plants. So, in previous class, I have already discussed about the what is reproduction and how many types of asexual reproduction or reproduction takes place in an organism. So there are two mode of reproduction, that is or type of reproduction: asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, by which the organism can reproduce by involving of only single parents, that is only one parent involved in reproducing the organism. Now in such type of organism or offspring or young ones, they are actually equally similar to the another organism or equally similar to their parents. They are genetically identical and genetically and morphologically. Now, the offspring formed by the asexual reproduction are genetically or morphologically similar with their parents. That means कि they are clone. They are also known as clone because they have exactly same features as in parents morphologically or as well as genetically. But in the case of asexual reproduction, the offspring which are formed by the single parents generally reproduced by the binary fission, as in case of amoeba or paramecium, as we already known in previous class, that how the nuclear division, karyokinesis followed by the cytokinesis, or after the formation of all these methods involved in the reproduction or formation of new generation or new offspring by the asexual reproduction. So by the binary fission as well as the budding method, both involved in the formation of the new offspring or daughter. Now another term, that is incestation or sporulation, also we have discussed it already in previous class, that is sporulation in Entamoeba histolica, that are parasites actually, and complete their life cycle in one host, that is monogenetic life cycle of Entamoeba histolica, or they complete in their life cycle in the human intestine. But if the unfavorable condition occurs, that is at that condition they want to reproduce, so the human intestine is actually the unfavorable condition for the for the Entamoeba histolica, and the outer environment is also the unfavorable condition for the Entamoeba or for the parasite. So they form the cyst wall around itself, around their body, and inside the cyst wall or inside the cyst, they undergoes in the multiplication division. Similar is the binary fission, but binary fission, that binary formation of two identical or organism or daughter amoeba, but in the multiplication division, the after each division the cells multiplies or reproduce, as in case of जब हम मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं जैसे उस तरीके से. फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 cells undergoes in division, so they form 4 cells, then 4 undergoes in division, they form 8 cells. So the multiplication is carried out by the cells, division is carried out by the multiplication is carried out by the cell. Division after division, so 2 to 4 to 4 to 8, that type of division shown by the Entamoeba histolica, and after the formation of 8 daughter Entamoebae inside the cyst, finally the cyst wall burst, and the daughter Entamoebae releases outside in the environment or in the intestine, small intestine. Then the process by which they release of these Entamoebae, daughter Entamoebae, into the environment or into the intestine, the whole process is known as the sporulation. So यहाँ तक हमने we have already completed in previous class. Now, in the reproduction or asexual reproduction, there is another mode of there is another type of asexual reproduction which is done by the plants. As in case of sponges, the asexual bodies form, that is gemule, also known as gemule, that is asexual body which give rise to the young ones. And also there is formation of the conidia, as in case of Penicillium notatum, as we already discussed in previous class. And budding system is also, but these are the unicellular organism. Some organism may or may not be included in the plant kingdom, but in the plant kingdom there is another mode of reproduction which is actually a asexual reproduction, but comes under the vegetative reproduction, because the vegetative cell or vegetative cell of the plant undergoes in the reproduction of the organism or formation of the new organism or young ones. So reproduction, as we already know the reproduction. Now asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, we already know the binary fission. Here is binary fission and budding system. By the budding process there is the formation of another organism. Now sporulation is the method of bimultiplication division. This is another type of asexual reproduction. Now come to the plant. In the plant, the asexual reproduction is termed as the vegetative reproduction in plants. Vegetative reproduction in plants. What are the vegetative bodies of the plants? As we already know, the eyes of potato. The eyes are capable to give rise to the new plant, or these new plant are able to form the new organism or new actually offspring. So the eye bud of potato or tuber, that is also known as tuber or eye bud of potato. Eye bud of potato. Eye bud of potato, that is the eye bud are able to give rise to new plant or new potato plant. So these are known as eye bud, as we already observe in our kitchen, or as in case of अगर हम किचन में अपने आलू को देखें और पोटैटो को देखें, so the eye buds actually appear, and when the moisture or proper humidity given to the potato, so the eye bud become elongated or start origination or formation of roots and leaves too, when the potato is shown in the field and any field. So due to the in the presence of proper humidity or proper temperature, they actually give rise to the young ones. So these are the vegetative bodies, because the eyes of these birds are actually potato. The eyes of the potato are the vegetative structure of the potato, and there is no any formation of gametes, or gametes are not involved in the formation of the generally not involved in the formation of new offspring of potato. So the eye bud of potato are the vegetative mode of reproduction through which from the eye bud the new plant get originate from the eye bud. So they actually give rise to the new plant. Now next is the rhizome. Rhizome, the rhizome of a plant, also of a ginger, for example, ginger also give rise to the, or rhizome of banana. As we already seen, in case of banana there is no seed formation occur in case of banana, because they involve the parthenocarpy, that is the fruit formation involved. Formation of fruit takes place without any fertilization of source, fertilization of fertilization. So without any fertilization, the ovary converted into the fruit. So that type of reproduction, or that type of reproduction is known as parthenocarpy, as in case of, because plant. But if they it involved in the unfertilized egg from the unfertilized egg, the whole individual form, so that type of formation is known as parthenogenesis, as in case of animals. So this process, parthenogenesis, only takes place in animal. But parthenocarpy, that is formation of fruit from ovary without fertilization of egg, they converted into fruit, there is formation of fruit. So that type of fruit formation is known as parthenocarpy, as in case of banana. So seeds are generally not seeds inside the fruit formation occurs, but seed inside the fruit does not form inside in the banana fruit. So due to the lack of seed, they exhibit another mode of reproduction, that is by the rhizome. By the vegetative reproduction, they are able to reproduce, or they are able to form new offspring by the rhizome. So ribose undergoes in the reproduction process. By the rhizome, the new plant get originate from the rhizome. So as in case of ginger or banana, example is ginger and banana. So these are the few examples of vegetative reproduction. Now another example is runners. As we already runners, that means कि they elongate with the help of soil and continuous undergoes in growth. Each node give rise to the young ones. So that type of reproduction is known as vegetative reproduction through runners. That is in case of dhoop grass, as we already seen in case of dhoop grass, each and every node are able to give rise to the young ones. So that kind of reproduction is known as the vegetative reproduction. Also included into the vegetative reproduction, in which the runners gives rise to the young ones. So third is runners. Example is grasses, as in case of dhoop grass, the runners. तो मोनोकॉटिलेडन्स मेनली जितने भी होंगे मोनोकॉटिलेडन्स, दे आर एबल टू गिव राइज टू द यंगर्स. हम जैसा कि धूप ग्रास में भी ऑब्जर्व करते हैं. एज एंड द अनदर एग्जांपल ऑफ रनर्स आर स्ट्रॉबेरीज. और स्ट्रॉबेरीज आर ऑल्सो अ गुड एग्जांपल ऑफ रनर्स, बिकॉज द एवरी nodes have ability to give rise to the young ones. So these are the important example of the runners. Now fourth example of vegetative reproduction is offsets. Now important example is water hyacinth. Water hyacinth is actually a water weed, or which generally when these water hyacinth, actually because of their beautiful flower. The water hyacinth is actually a native of America, but due to their violet flower they introduce into the India, or when because of their offsets, when quick formation of their offsets, they easily reproduce with the help of these offsets, and finally they cover all the standing water bodies or surface of standing water bodies in a बहुत ही कम टाइम पीरियड में they cover the standing water surface of the standing water bodies of the surface of standing water bodies. So they cover all the but they are also, because they are very dangerous for the fishes or the another organism, because they have highly reproducing power or reproductive power. Due to the reproductive power, because they can reproduce with the help of water, with the help of offsets in a few time in a बहुत ही कम time period में they can easily reproduce, or they can easily form their offspring in a minimum time period. So the organism which are generally involved for the water hyacinth actually covers the whole water surfaces, or by the water, because they cover the water surface. So the oxygen diffusion carried out with the surface, as we already know, the oxygen diffusion in the water is carried out the surface. If the surface is covered by the water, whole surface is covered by the water hyacinth, so no oxygen diffusion carried out by surface, and fishes are unable to receive or respire through the water. And also they also absorb the most of the oxygen, because they also because these are the plants, so they also need to respire, and for their respiration, because they have ability to increase their number in minimum time period, in few time period. So for their requirements they reproduce very fast, and they for the reproduction and for the other metabolic activity they use the water body oxygen for their need or for their metabolism. So because they absorb most of the oxygen for their metabolic activity, the BOD of the water increases very fast, so that eventually the fishes become die, because due to the lack of oxygen, because all the oxygen or maximum oxygen absorbed by these water hyacinth. So now what are the actually the structure of these water hyacinth? Now the third is offset of water hyacinth. Water hyacinth एक्चुअली यहाँ पे ऑफसेट होगा क्या? द ऑफसेट द वाटर हाइसिंथ वी हैव ऑलरेडी ऑब्जर्व दैट हियर इज water hyacinth. Water hyacinth, from these are root, originate from the offset. Now these offset, here is offset, this offset give rise to the another hyacinth, water hyacinth. Another water hyacinth from the offset. So new plant body arises from another plant body or another जो part से ये arise होंगे, और these are the important feature of the these offset of water hyacinth are able to give rise to the new offspring by the vegetative reproduction without any involvement of second partner. Only one partner or single parent give rise to new offspring. Now another example is fragmentation. Fragmentation is also done in the plant bodies, a plant generally. Fragmentation is the phenomena and the process by which any particular organ of or stem of leaf of a plant become separated or become fragmented और अलग हो जाएगा fragment के form में, separated in the form of fragment and give rise to, are capable to give rise to the young ones. So from any other part of the plant, actually some of the plants or the stem of plants or leaf of plants are able to give rise to the young ones. When they become separated or actually they are able to they actually दो खुद से अलग हो जाएंगे, separated from the original plants by the fragmentation method, or they get separated by their parents and are able to give rise to the young ones or offspring. Now this type of reproduction is also included in vegetative reproduction. The process is known as fragmentation. As in case of fungi or plants and other plants, the fungi, what happened with the fungi? In the fungi, actually the fungi whole body is formed by the mycelium or hyphae. As in case of plants की भी डिस्कस कर लेंगे, but plants की the algae, some of the algae are able to give rise to the young one by the fragmentation process. Some of the filamentous algae, as in case of Eulothrix are able to give rise to the young ones, but एज इन के अगर हम फंजाई को देखें तो फंजाई के जैसे ही फ्रेगमेंटेशन प्रोसेस होता है. एज इन केस ऑफ फंजाई द होल फंजाई बॉडी इज फॉर्म बाय द हाइफी, दैट इज एसेप्टेड हाइफी और सेप्टेड हाइफी. दिस इज द filament like appearance of the hyphae. The part of hyphae, the small part of hyphae becomes separated from the main plant body and are able to give rise to, and they get germinated or fixed with the substratum or fuses with the substratum and able to give rise to the young ones. So these are the important features of the fungi. But in this vegetative reproduction हम plants के बारे में discuss कर रहे हैं. So same method is also involved in case of plants. Plants, as in case of Eulothrix, the filamentous algae, Eulothrix, as in case of filamentous algae, the filamentous algae are able to give rise to the young ones. Filamentous algae actually यहाँ पे क्या होगा, because these are the multicellular होंगे, but appear like a single cell attached, one एक box like appearance होगा, all the cells attached in a filament appearance, and these filaments, when the filament become fragmented or become separated from each other or become fragmented from the mid position or another part of these filamentous algae, so each fragment are able to give rise to the young one, diffuses with the substratum or fixed with the substratum, and are able to give rise to the young ones. So these are the important of features of the fragmentation which takes place in case of plants. So these actually takes place in case of plants, और जैसे कि filamentous algae में होता है. So these Spirogyra, another example of filamentous algae in which the fragmentation is also takes place. So now next is the reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is done also by the leaf. So fifth is margin of leaf. Example is Bryophyllum. Bryophyllum. So, bryophyllum, another example of the vegetative reproduction in which without any involvement of fusion of gametes, the fusion of gametes and formation of gametes, now plants are able to synthesize or plants are able to give rise to the young ones. So, the new plant body is formed by the leaf in which the bryophyllum margin of the bryophyllum have ability to reproduce, have ability to give rise to the young ones. When they come in contact with the soil, with the help of soil or nutrition or moisture, they actually able to give rise to the young ones. So bryophyllum, in case of, here is the leaf of bryophyllum. The leaf of bryophyllum are able to give rise to the young ones because they have ability to reproduce or have ability to proliferate fast, and when the leaf is become contact or make a contact with the soil, and then finally from the leaves the roots originate from the leaf margin, and after the formation of roots finally the leaves are formed by the new plants are formed by these leaf margin. So whole leaf margin undergoes in the reproduction process, that is vegetative reproduction, or these vegetative reproduction is known as the vegetative reproduction by bryophyllum is done by the when they come in contact with the soil. So these are the some phenomena of asexual reproduction. In the asexual reproduction, these are the some common example of the reproduction. Other than these bryophyllum, some succulents plants. So succulents, as in case of aloe vera, these are the succulents plants or camp plants which generally also undergoes in the vegetative reproduction, because the vegetative reproduction, for the sexual reproduction there is highly requirement of the favorable condition. Under the favorable condition only that favorable condition actually support the organism for the formation of the male gamete or female gamete. So sexual reproduction highly allows the highly in the favorable condition. Under unfavorable condition, only plants may reproduce by asexual reproduction. So succulents plants, as we already know, most of the succulents are the xerophytic, survive in the xerophytic condition, because they in some of the plants the male and female gamete may form in the same plant, but some of they form in the different plants. But in the different plants, if they form, so transfer of male gamete or pollination may or may not be carried out under unfavorable conditions. So most of the xerophytic plant undergoes or produced by the asexual reproduction, succulents, as in case of succulents or aloe vera. So aloe vera also a common example of succulent in which the roots generally undergoes in the formation of the new plants. But in case of other succulents plants or camp plants, the leaf margin or the basal side of the leaf undergoes for example, if I talk about any succulent plants, because the fleshy leaf are present, or in the fleshy leaf they actually they are modified for the water conservation, or due to the water conservation they are fleshy, they have ability to store nutrients and as well as water. So the base of these leaves, when come in contact with the soils, because they have already water or nutrients inside the leaves, or inside the leaf they are already stored. So when they have whether the condition is unfavorable, so when they have the unfavorable condition also, they can easily reproduce when they come in contact with the soil. So these are the some important feature of the aloe vera or cam plants. Crassulaceae or also known as Crassulaceae acid plant metabolism. क्योंकि because they are significant, they actually significant for the synthesis of crassulaceae acid और crassula actually जिसे बोला जाता है और succulents बोला जाता है. So these are the cam plants. Cam plants. Actually, the margin of the leaf undergoes in the vegetative reproduction and have ability to give rise to the young ones. So these are the some important features of the plants. Now एक quick revision कर लेते हैं. So what we have discussed in today's class. So asexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which only one parent involved in the reproduction of an organism and new offspring, formation of new offspring. So asexual reproduction is done by the binary fission, by the multiplication division. In this process the sporulation or incestation also takes place. Now the budding process takes place in the yeast or some unicellular fungi, as in case of unicellular fungi. By the conidia is also is asexual body in which the asexual spores is formed over the fungi body, as in case of Penicillium notatum. Now the gymnus is also formed by the some sponges, which is also asexual bodies. Now in case of plants, the asexual reproduction is converted or termed as the vegetative reproduction, by which the some vegetative bodies of the plant undergoes in the reproduction, that is tuber or eyes of the potato. Now offsets of the water hyacinth and bulbil of the agave, these are, and margin of the bryophyllum, base of the cam plants, and fragmentation by the method of fragmentation, as in case of Ulothrix, algae is an algae. So these are the some important phenomena of the asexual reproduction or bodies of the asexual reproduction, by which plants without any involvement of the second partner or two parents, they can easily reproduce under the unfavorable condition also. So as well as favorable or as well as an unfavorable condition also. So next, I hope you understand. Now next class में हम next important topic and discuss करेंगे.